Kino was
decided
one.
to hold it, played good.
No,
Size-wise,
Jack,
it was huge.
Kino was
Probably one of the
one.
biggest zombies maps
Kino's
in,
gonna be
in
number
history.
one,
But
no.
it wasn't a problem. It progressed well. It
Kino's
played
number one.
well. I mean, it took all the
about
best
to
elements
belly
of the
laugh,
previous
fam.
Black Ops 2.
If Derice's next shot,
if you know your Zombies history and you've watched
this is
both
how we know.
videos, probably
my
already
heart
know
is
what-
actually beating. My heart is actually beating so fast. Because I can't believe this is real.
Derice.
There is no fucking way. There is no fucking way.
The best zombies map of all time. Kino der Toten, Black Ops 1. To me, it's as good as it gets. It was originally supposed to be a World of...
Oh joy! No power!
On November 9th, 2010, Black Ops 1 released, and with it came a not-so-surprised addition from Treyarch. Knowing how popular World at War Zombies mode had become, with its ever-expanding story, and with its connections already to the World War campaign with Reznov, the decision was quite easy to add a continuation to that popular mode here. The plan, much like Black Ops 1, was bigger, and with not only one, not two, but 3 Zombies maps if you count Dead Ops Arcade, were to be on the disc day one. While Dead Ops was a fun side mode for a game or two, and 5 was generally disliked because of its strange layout and overall difficulty, most of the player base played on that third map, Kino der Toten. And because of its massive popularity, it is considered maybe the most iconic Zombies map of Call of Duty Zombies. Much like the more classic Zombies maps of World at War, Kino's spawn room is quite large. The 4 barriers are pretty spread out, which can lead to one of the easier spawn room challenges. Kino, along with 5, the previously mentioned launch maps for Black Ops 1, gave us Quick Revive in the spawn room. Instead of being useless in solo like its World at War counterpart, Quick Revive can self-revive you 3 times on solo before the machine disappears. It became a staple of Call of Duty until yet again Black Ops 4 ruined everything. Kino in so many ways resembles the World at War maps, more specifically Derice. The first comparison is choosing where to head next. Heading up the stairs in the spawn room, you can open the door and head that way. It takes you back downstairs towards a dressing room. Opening the last door can finally take you towards the stage. Switching on the power opens the curtains, allowing for you to get Jug and return to the spawn room. Yet there's another way we can go. We can go under the stairs towards the left and into the back alley. From there we can re-enter the theater via the back rooms, shoot down the staircase, and hey, we find ourselves at the other side of the stage where we can turn on the power. Turning on the power also causes a new enemy to spawn on the map. The Nova Crawlers crawl their way from the ceiling down to the ground level and attack you. If you shoot them, they burst out Nova 6 gas, which we learned all about in the campaign. Whether you like them or not, the Nova Crawlers are an excellent addition to the Call of Duty Zombies formula, and probably will come back eventually. Pack-a-Punch is also similar to connecting the teleporters, or just teleporter for Kino. On the stage you can link the teleporter to the spawn room's receiving pad. When you begin to get flooded, you can teleport to the projector room with the camera beaming the film onto the stage. Kino also added the Thunder Gun, probably the best wonder weapon in all of Zombies. It was so good because it was able to deal infinite damage. And Pack-a-Punching it increases ammo that Black Ops 1 forgot to give you, much like the rest of the other weapons. However, at this point, players began to see the fall of the ray gun, something that kept happening until Cold War came around, almost a decade later. The map is different from Derice in one big area. See, in World at War, the most viable strategies are camping or running the entirety of the map and hitting traps. And while the electric trap and the now famous flame trap are usable for that strategy, there wasn't a true place to camp. There was no catwalk on this map, which made players rethink how to play. What they came up with was running around in a circle on the stage, hoarding up as many zombies as they could, before taking them out and starting the whole process over again. This would be dubbed the train, or training. You could either do it on the stage or the much harder spawn room. This development completely changed the game, which seemed to be Treyarch's intention with the wide open ascension and the George Romero on Call of the Dead. This point has been beaten to death, but Kino was supposed to be in World at War. But I don't think it would have worked in that game. That extra time in development made the map we know and still love today. It was an amalgamation of everything that came before it, and it's much better for it. Much like the World at War maps, 9-year-old me was scared to living death on Kino der Toten. I guess I fared a little bit better than the 7-year-old me, but back in the day, it left me running back to Modern Warfare 2 lobbies to be called a squeaker. But I'm not going to take that away from Kino. Before Mob came out, Kino was most likely everyone's #1 map. Other maps have come out that are simply better than Kino, and that's okay. It was made in 2010. That's 12 years ago. If we don't adapt and evolve, then why keep making zombies? There's a reason we've seen soft or full-blown reboots. We need that change no matter if we like it or not. Kino der Toten may or may not be the best map of all time. Truly, that is just solely based off your opinions, but let's at least remember the beauty of the theater of the dead.
Entry 741021! Perhaps this station will hold the key to the real goals of Group 935. I still do not trust my unconventional allies, but they are of great use to me. But I digress. Who would have thought the MDT was capable of time travel? How many stations does this group have? Where did that little girl disappear to? Only time will tell what new questions await us in this theater of the damned.